Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. Today is November 13th, and it's going on 6:16. I'm going to start work at 6:13, so that's why I want to do my video really quickly and get out here. And I hope and say a few things before I start my day. I hope everybody had a great night and that you rested and that you relaxed a little bit and that you slept well. We're all up, so that's a blessing in itself, right? And that's a good thing, a good thing. I wanted to come on here to just talk to you guys because I'm getting used to talking to you guys and I wanted to support one another. I try to go on here every morning before I wake up, before I go to work. Like I get up and do what I gotta do, take my shower, get dressed, and all that other stuff. And then I come downstairs to my office and then I try to scan through the YouTube and see what's going on for the day and see how everybody's moving. I try not to plunge myself into the negativity that sometimes can be on here because I don't want to do that. I don't want to start my day with people talking about one another, whether it's good or bad. Like, I also try to be partial, like be a silent viewer, I guess, and I make comments about certain things, but it's always a good comment. I don't say negative comments about anything. And if I see that a lot of people are on there like that, I'm not here to bash anyone. We're all trying to make it, so we're all trying to do a good thing. I love the way that there's a community here and that we're all building from each other, and there's a foundation, there's a platform for us to be able to speak to one another. So I appreciate that and thank you. I don't have that many viewers, but I'm trying and I'm being consistent, and so you'll see my face on there a little bit more. I hope I will be making shorts because I enjoy making them. I think they're fun, and I'll be doing some of those as well, and then taking you guys out on my day as I do things. But yeah, I don't want to be a part of any messiness, and if my name is ever mentioned, I want it to be mentioned in a very good light because that's what I'm aiming for. I'm at the point of my life where I don't even have time for it. I don't have time, I don't have energy, and I don't want it. So I'm trying to do things differently. I'm trying to move things differently because if you do the same things, you get the same results, right? So nothing different is going to change. But I do realize that everything that's done, it comes full circle. It comes full circle. So I'm trying to be the best version of myself. As I get older, I'm trying to. I have plenty of flaws. But when you recognize your flaws and you try to change your flaws, that's growth. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move differently, you guys, and trying to be a different person, and learn from my mistakes that I've done and just be at peace. Dang, be still. That's all I want to do is be still. I want to just be an influence to somebody, but I also want to be my biggest fan. I also want to be my biggest cheerleader. I also want to be that person that picks myself up and do what I need to do. I want to hold my hand when I feel like it needs to be held, and I want to balance myself when I'm weak. You can't depend on anyone to do it for you because sometimes when you do that, it leads to heartbreak. It leads to disappointment. It leads to you expecting things that was never going to be given, and I think people sometimes move with a premeditated motive. Like they have a plan. Like when certain things go a certain way for them, already in their head, they're already planning something to do to escape. And so I learned that the hard way. I learned it the hard way because a person just don't get up one day and just decide something without thinking about it before, without thinking about the outcome before everything. So I learned that. And I also learned that, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit more emotional. Like my friend says, I'm a little bit emotional, but my heart's too big. My heart's too big, and I just can't be giving my heart to people who don't appreciate it and deserve it. So I'm definitely going to move differently. I'm not going to be cold or anything. I'm just going to move cautiously because at this age, we got to do better. We just got to do better. So that's why I'm I've decided to go ahead and do YouTube because I wanted to do different things better. I wanted to get a different view of my life, and I wanted to go out there and be an example for someone else. I wanted to be real and raw. And I don't edit, like I said, I don't edit any of my videos because it is what it is. I am who I am. It's not going to have a different outcome. This is me, right? So if it fails, it's because I failed it, because I wasn't consistent. I didn't put my all into it. So I'm definitely putting my all into these videos and my channel, because at some point you gotta move different, right? And that's what I'm doing. Now I was listening to what was her name? I was listening to, God, I forgot her name. I was listening to someone this morning. Oh, I was listening to Free Flowing this morning. And I agree with what the things that she said. She made this one comment that you could tell a lot by a person's eyes. The eyes are the gateway of your soul, right? And I do believe that. I honestly believe that. Like, when a person has on sunglasses all the time, you can't really tell what's going underneath it. You can't really tell if they're sketchy. You can't get that feeling of, like, where you can relate to that person. Yes, I do believe that. So I agree with you, girl, on that one. Also, lessons that people need to learn, they will learn it. They will learn it. Maybe the hard way, but they will learn it. And I think the great experience about life is you have to learn things the hard way sometimes to knock you on your ass or to teach you the lesson that needs to be learned. You do. You do a person bad, it's going to come back to you. Everything is circle of life. Like Lion King, everything comes back around. So watch how you move. Watch how you treat people, because it comes back to you. Sometimes when you think you want a new beginning, the beginning you have is still in front of your face. You just have to move differently. You got to do things differently. Sometimes that grass is not greener on the other side. It's not. Sometimes you get yourself thinking you in a bad situation and you get yourself in a worse situation. And then you start to think, okay, dang, I should have did this a little bit differently, right? So that's why I'm saying, be careful how you move. Just stop and think and be still for a second and listen. Because sometimes the hints are in front of your face. Sometimes the things that you need to know are right in front of your face. Sometimes the things that you're ignoring is what you need to know about, is what you need to learn about. I told a secret yesterday that I've held on for a very long time. Very long time. And I've never spoke of it. You know those secrets sometimes when you say take that stuff to the grave with you, don't talk about it. It's not a secret that will harm anybody. Not a secret that will put me in jail or anything like that. Nothing like that. But it's a secret that I weighed and I had on me for so long that it weighed on me. And the person I wanted to tell it to, I haven't been able to tell it to. Tell him. Because I just felt like, should that person know, right? So I didn't tell him, but I told my friend. And it was good to speak about it because I needed to speak about it. I've been wanting to tell someone. I've been wanting to tell that person that's involved. But we're not really talking like that, so I didn't tell him. But anyway, it's nice. Sometimes this is why I say this is therapeutic, because the things that you feel, sometimes the things that you feel, the things that you're holding on to, it's good that you talk about it. And this is like, making these videos is a session for me. Like, because I depend on you guys sometimes to maybe leave a comment or two and see what you guys are thinking about and try to help me, but it wasn't a bad secret or anything like that. It wasn't life-changing or nothing like that. I mean, it was sort of kind of life-changing, but it was just nice because when you meet that person or when you have that friend, in my case, a friend, when you have that friend that you could say anything to and know that he's going to hold it or she's going to hold it, value that, appreciate that, because that's not very many people that you can say your personal truth to. So thank you. And I appreciate him for not judging me. I appreciate him for understanding my decisions and being there when I needed to unload. He always there when I need to unload. So thank you very much. But anyway, so y'all, let's just all do better. Let's be better. Let's rock out on YouTube and do our best and make this the best platform that there is, because it's different than social media. I do agree. I think it's different than social media. But I'm new to this, and so I'm trying to know it all. So I don't like to talk about it as much because I don't really have that experience to talk about it. So I try not to talk about things that I don't have that much experience about. So yeah. And when I say about moving differently, sometimes when you move differently, you have to move in silence. You can't always have your plans out. There. I have already told you guys that I plan on moving. I already told you guys that I'm going to school and pursuing my bachelor's degree, and then I'm going to do better. But when I move and where I move to is definitely going to be something that I'm going to not tell no one except my kids, because like I said, I want to be still. I want to just have peace. And so sometimes I don't know, other than the videos that go on YouTube and stuff, I don't know how much am I going to go out there. Like, I know that I need to have a personal life. I don't have a personal life at all. All is being mom and working. That's all I do. You just know when you know. Like, you know when you know. Like, you know when it's time for you to make a change. You know when it's time for you to go out there. You know it's time when your heart heals, and when you heal, you know when it's time for you to go out and do your thing. That's how I am. That's how I'm trying to be. Like, I just know. I'm just looking for the signs, because I know how I feel. I know how heavy I feel. So I know certain things are not right for me right now. I'm not going to do. I'm not going to push myself into doing something that I just feel is not right. Self-healing takes a long time. It does take a long time. But within that time, you got to honor yourself, respect yourself, listen to yourself, and be that person that you know that you can be. So that's why I'm saying I'm moving a little bit differently. I'm going to move a little differently. So yeah. I hope everyone has an amazing day to day, and that it turns out the way you wish that it would turn out. And anybody that's going through issues or some kind of madness or messiness in their life and some kind of heartbreak in their life, it'll be okay. You're going to be okay. Believe me, whatever you're going through today, you won't be going through it tomorrow. It'll be a different version of it, but it'll be lighter than it is today. Don't ever give up on yourself. Keep going. Keep your head up. Keep your back straight. One day at a time, one step at a time. You guys could do this. So what can I say? But have an amazing day. And I will talk to you guys later on today. I was going to do that yesterday, but I had such a bad day yesterday, so I wasn't able to. I did record a video, and I'll probably post it later. But yeah, I did do it. I just didn't post it. So, but for right now, you guys be true to you, right? Be true to you and be still. Be still, because that's always a good thing. Listen and listen. Listen, Linda, listen. So be true. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.